In 1795, we open on a scientist named Victor Frankenstein, carrying a lifeless body across a stretch of lonely hills. It turns out this body is the result of his own experiment. Victor created an immortal being by stitching together 8 different corpses, but once the experiment succeeded, he realized his creation was dangerous because it had no soul. So he wrapped the creature in cloth and dragged it far away from the village. After crossing the hills, Victor tried to end it by throwing the creature into a river. But even that wasn't enough. The creature survived, climbed back out, and set its sights on revenge. It slipped into Victor's home and killed his wife. That pushed Victor over the edge. Furious, he chased the creature all the way into snowy mountains, determined to destroy it. But fate had other plans. Victor could not survive the freezing cold and died from the harsh conditions. The creature, however, lived on, untouched by the extreme weather. And even though it hated Victor, it still carried his body back to the Frankenstein family grave and buried him out of respect. And with that, his story truly began. This is I, Frankenstein. Right after the burial, 3 demons appeared and attacked the creature. In the fight, the creature managed to send one of them back to hell by driving a gravestone through its chest. Before dying, one demon revealed that the creature was being hunted by a demon prince named Nabarius. Moments later, 2 winged beings descended and killed the remaining demons. They shifted into human form, a woman named Keziah and a man named Ophir. Suspicious of how the creature managed to kill demons, they searched him and found Victor Frankenstein's journal, filled with detailed instructions on how to create a being like him. Realizing demons were hunting this creature, Keziah and Ophir brought him to their stronghold, the cathedral. Inside the cathedral, the creature stood before their leader, Leonore, and her commander, Gideon. Gideon immediately wanted to kill the creature, believing it was a threat. Leonore stopped him, explaining that this being was not the same as a demon. The creature was released and shown around the cathedral. Since he had no real name, Leonore gave him one. She called him Adam. She explained that she and her army were Gargoyles, beings created by the Archangel Michael to battle demons on Earth and protect humanity. Leonore urged Adam to stay where it was safe. At first he refused, and even after thinking it over, he still chose to leave. Before he walked out, Adam was told to pick a weapon. Every weapon carried the sacred gargoyle symbol that allowed them to destroy demons. Adam chose 2 batons and headed out into the world again. Meanwhile, Leonore handed Victor's journal to Gideon and ordered him to lock it away in a secret chamber so the demons would never find it. Adam continued his journey until he reached the far edge of the land. He was convinced the demons would never find him there. That confidence didn't last long because they eventually tracked him down. With no other choice, Adam fought back, and destroying demons slowly became the only thing he knew he had to do. 200 years passed. Adam finally changed his mind about hiding and returned to the cathedral. The world had evolved in ways he never imagined. He came back with a purpose: to hunt down Nabarius and end the demon attacks once and for all. His search led him to a nightclub where he spotted a demon disguised as a man named Helek. Adam chased him through the noise of the night, following him into a narrow alley. Their fight was interrupted by a city police officer who tried to stop them, but the officer was killed by Helek instead.
Police!
Another demon arrived to help Helek, and Adam took that one down before continuing the pursuit. Helek escaped into an enormous building, but Adam never made it inside. Gideon suddenly grabbed him and dragged him back to the cathedral. Inside that grand building, we see who Helek was running to: the demon prince Nabarius, now living under the identity of a wealthy businessman named Charles Wessex. He was working with 2 brilliant scientists, Tara and Carl, ordering them to recreate Victor Frankenstein's experiment and reanimate dead bodies. But despite countless attempts, nothing they tried ever worked. Helek eventually returned and told Nabarius about the attacker who had killed 2 demons. That was all Nabarius needed to confirm that the creature he had been searching for was still alive: Adam. Back at the cathedral, Leonore confronted Adam about the chaos he caused and the human who died during the incident. Adam explained that the officer had been killed by Helek, not by him. Even so, Leonore warned that Adam's actions were becoming too dangerous for humanity. Meanwhile, Nabarius prepared his next move. He ordered his commander, Zuriel, to gather an army and attack the cathedral. He also demanded that Adam be captured, believing Adam held the key to recreating Victor Frankenstein's formula. Zuriel gathered hundreds of demons, and the assault on the cathedral began. The Gargoyles did not hesitate. They launched from the towers and dove straight into battle. But the number of demons kept increasing, swarming from every direction, pushing the Gargoyles to their limit. As more Gargoyles fell and their souls ascended, Adam demanded to be released from captivity so he could help them. Ophir finally unlocked his restraints, and Adam jumped into the fight without hesitation. The battle came with heavy losses. Ophir was killed by a demon, his soul rising moments later, and Keziah, wounded in the chaos, soon followed him into the light. Outside the castle, Gideon managed to push the demons back. But while everyone's attention was focused on the battle, Zuriel slipped inside unnoticed and captured Leonor. Once she was taken away, Adam cornered one of the surviving demons and forced out the truth. After being plunged into holy water, the demon finally revealed that Leonor was being held at the Welton Theater. Adam ended the demon and immediately set out to rescue her. At the same time, Gideon learned that his queen had been taken. Desperate to save her, he grabbed Victor Frankenstein's journal, planning to trade the book for Leonor's freedom. When he arrived at the theater, he showed Zuriel the journal and insisted that it was far more valuable than Leonor, since it held the complete method for creating immortal beings, the very thing Nabarius wanted. Zuriel accepted the deal, released Leonor, and took the book. But the moment Leonor was freed, Gideon seized her and quickly retreated back toward the cathedral. At that same moment, Adam arrived with one goal: to reclaim the journal. Before he could reach Zuriel, he had to take down the demon soldiers who had just arrived to defend him. After clearing the area, Adam chased Zuriel all the way to Nabarius's massive headquarters, the Wessex Institute. He slipped inside by eliminating one of the guards and made his way through the building. What he discovered was horrifying: a giant pit packed with thousands of human corpses. It became clear to him that the demons were planning to revive these bodies using Frankenstein's method and turn them into an unstoppable army. Meanwhile, Nabarius handed the stolen journal to Tara and ordered her to carry out the experiment exactly as written. As she studied the book, Adam appeared out of nowhere and snatched it from her. Moments later, Nabarius and his forces stormed in, addressing Adam by the name Frankenstein. Nabarius tried to convince Adam to join him, claiming they were alike, both created without souls. Adam refused and escaped by leaping through a window, landing in a sewer that emptied into an underground train tunnel. A passing train carried him away. Inside the train, Adam opened the journal and found himself reliving the moment Victor Frankenstein assembled him from multiple corpses. Once he stepped off the train, he spotted Tara leaving the Wessex building. When she entered a quiet alley, Adam grabbed her and warned her to stay silent. Then he brought her to his hidden refuge. As they walked together, Adam explained everything to Tara. He revealed that her boss was actually the demon prince Nabarius, and that the massive building she worked in was filled with thousands of corpses waiting to be turned into creatures like him. Before she could fully process it, Zuriel appeared and revealed his true form, confirming that Adam had been telling the truth. A fight broke out between Adam and Zuriel. The demon overpowered him, and just as he was about to finish Adam off, Tara stepped in and stopped him. She insisted that she needed Adam's body for her research, because the journal alone was not enough. That moment of hesitation was all Adam needed. He grabbed a spear and struck Zuriel down. After the fight, he brought Tara to his hideout. She treated his wounds with a simple balm, and once he drifted off from exhaustion, she quietly took the Frankenstein journal and read through the entire thing. Hours later, Adam woke up. Tara asked him about Frankenstein's promise to make him a companion. Adam told her that the promise was broken, just like Victor's promise to heal him. Then he admitted the real reason he brought her there, because her knowledge might be the only way to fix him. Adam wanted her to make him human, or at least closer to one. Right then, Tara got a call from Carl. She immediately warned him to leave Wessex because the place was far too dangerous. She also told him to meet her at the station so she could reveal everything. But before Carl could escape, Nabarius's men caught him. Meanwhile, Adam told Tara that he was heading to the cathedral to warn Leonor that Nabarius was building an immortal army. Before Tara left for the station, Adam handed her a spearhead for protection. When she arrived to meet Carl, she found him standing behind a glass barrier. Seconds later, demon soldiers appeared and captured Tara. Adam reached Leonor and reported Nabarius's plan to resurrect a Frankenstein army. He asked for her help to rescue Tara and promised to trade Victor's journal in return. Leonor agreed, but she demanded that Adam retrieve the journal first. The moment Adam left, Leonor quietly ordered Gideon to kill him after he delivered the book. She wanted to make sure that the demons would never uncover the secret behind creating a being like Adam. Adam returned to his hideout to fetch the journal. But just as he grabbed it, Gideon suddenly appeared and launched an attack. The fight sent both of them crashing off a high ledge. When they hit the top of a car, Gideon realized his own axe had pierced his chest. With that, his soul rose, carried upward into the light. News of Gideon's death reached Leonore. Believing Adam had gone too far, she decided she would deal with him herself. Meanwhile, inside the Wessex Institute, Nabarius forced Tara to carry out the experiment exactly as written in Victor's journal. Tara refused, saying she would rather die than obey him. Enraged, Nabarius killed Carl, leaving Tara with no choice but to revive him through the Frankenstein method. Reluctantly, she started the experiment. The machinery roared to life, generating a surge of power strong enough to reactivate nearly all the corpses in the massive pit. At the same time, Adam, disgusted by what the journal had caused, burned it in a trash barrel. He then deliberately drew Leonore and the Gargoyles toward the Wessex Institute. Along the way, several Gargoyles attacked him, but he managed to defeat them and guide the entire group straight to the building. As they arrived, demons began pouring out of hiding. Seeing this, Leonore believed Adam was trying to help them. She rallied her forces to support him while he slipped inside to rescue Tara. But once he reached the lab, Nabarius was waiting. Adam tried to fight him, but Nabarius easily overpowered him. With Adam pinned, Nabarius explained his plan. Every corpse in the pit below would soon be filled with demon spirits from hell, creating an unstoppable army, and Adam's body would be given to his own demonic son. Nabarius marked Adam's forehead with a ritual symbol and began the chant to summon the spirits. The pit erupted with thousands of rising demon souls. Leonore arrived and ordered her gargoyles to destroy the bodies as fast as they could, but there were too many. In the chaos, the spirit of Nabarius' son surged upward and plunged straight into Adam. Nabarius welcomed his son, but then froze in shock. The possession failed. Somehow, even without a soul, Adam could not be taken. In that moment of confusion, Adam broke free and killed Nabarius, forcing his spirit out. The released energy exploded throughout the chamber, destroying the machinery and all the corpses. The blast sent both Adam and Tara plunging into the pit below. Outside, the Gargoyles believed Leonore had fallen into the abyss as well. But moments later, she rose from the darkness, carrying both Adam and Tara. She brought them safely back to the cathedral. There, Leonore forgave Adam for Gideon's death, understanding that it had been an accident. She also revealed the truth. Adam had purpose, and purpose meant he had a soul. That was why no demon spirit could ever possess him. Adam said his farewell to Tara, and as the story closed, he embraced who he was, a creation of Victor Frankenstein, carrying the name and the legacy, but now with a mission of his own, to hunt the demons of the world and protect humanity. So the moral of the story is if you ever sew 8 random bodies together, at least give the dude a soul, or he might spend 200 years drop-kicking demons and ruining your whole family tree.